Yes, I am. Ah, I see.
Yes, this is it. Sorry.
To be... Astrology is a hobby of mine, and these devices have cost me both time, which is why I don't let...
Oh, that...
How about this? If your explanation...
Sh... Uh, you, I'm sorry. I feel I'm okay.
Correct. I was about to test you with a few questions, but...
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't sleep very well, so I tend to get a little dizzy from time.
She's... Oh, I see.
With pleasure. I'll give you a general overview. You're probably aware that it's due to the difficulty of designing an experiment, and therein lies the largest complexity, derived in
I've heard about this before.
One of the most classic challenges is to use 3 stars with shifting orbits to predict the overall changes that make...
Are you referring to the triple orbit problem? Yes, that really is a classic problem.
I came up with a set of prediction methods that encompass more than half of the triple orbit problems. However, this set of methods is already being put into practice at the Ratawa Star Shun by my advisor, drastically simplifying the difficulty of calculation.
Yes, I've heard about that. The announcement made big waves in the astrology enthusiast community.
You mustn't judge a book, but the thesis I'm working on this time aims to address the remaining triple orbit problems, as well as eliminate a portion of the methodology's limit.
I see. In that case, perhaps there's no... I just keep it as part of a collection. I can't use it to...
Thank you for understanding. I'll return it in perfect working order. Okay, what did we plan to do after this? I kind of forgot. Huh? What makes you say that? Fine. Looks like I can't keep the act up any longer. I suppose that with her long-term sleep deprivation, however, her unpredictable and there's no one willing to help her here, so... I am rather... Really? Seems like you've given her a boost of... She's only steps away from the finish line. Anyway, what's the plan from here? I see. Well, it would... Come on, let's go back to the hub. Okay, I should get started on those notes. If there's anything you're curious about, you may go ahead and... Oh, and I have to ask a favor. Well, she's always been in a fragile state. She might feel like everything she's a resilient girl. If her condition grows any worse, she's getting better though, isn't she? It's apparent I believe that she's one of the best, but growth is a process. That's the kind of... I'm not going to... the best spot to do this. We'll need to be quiet so we don't disturb anyone. So here's what will happen during my thesis defense. After I present my thesis, the advisor sitting below will begin to ask. Theoretically, I should be able to answer any questions related to my thesis. However, that's why I want to rehearse. It's okay if your questions are. Wait. Alright. Huh? Is this something that I didn't prepare? About this, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling very well. Everything is... I'm sorry. What's wrong? Oh, sorry. Can you please repeat the question? I didn't hear you clearly just now. Alright. You're Layla's friend, right? And from the looks of things, with her long-term sleep deprivation whenever her anxiety peaks, however, her unpredictable and varying sleep patterns are completely out of my... There's no one willing to help her here, so I am rather curious about you, though. Really? That's great. Your help seems like you've given her a boost of confidence. Now then, I can't really help her prepare for the thesis defense, so I'll be leaving some notes behind and... Okay, I should get started on those notes. If there's anything... Oh, and I have to ask a favor. When you give the notes to her later, please... Well, she's always been in a fragile state. She might feel like everything she's ever worked... She's a resilient girl, but if her condition grows any worse... She's getting better though, isn't she? She's my source of knowledge. I'm merely the representation of how she would be if she were... I believe that she's one of the best, even in a place like the But growth is a process and shouldn't... Believe me, even if she were to end up at rock bottom, That's the kind of person... Alright, I've written down all the possible... I'm not going to sign it, obviously. Oh, and don't...